What if I told you that one of HGTV's most creative stars has been hiding 5 game-changing secrets that reveal exactly how he built his empire, why his designs feel unlike anyone else's, and what really happened when the cameras stopped rolling? Fans think they know Keith Bynum, the bright-eyed designer from Bargain Block who can turn a crumbling shell of a house into a fully furnished dream home. But the truth is, there's more behind his success, more behind his public image, and more behind the headlines than most people realize. And with his future at HGTV hanging in the balance, these secrets are more important now than ever. Because if you blink, you just might miss the real story of Keith Bynum. Secret number 1. The teen entrepreneur who refused to wait long before HGTV cameras followed him through Detroit's abandoned houses, Keith was already building a business. At just 14 years old, while most teenagers were busy worrying about exams or finding their first part-time job, Keith launched a retail and manufacturing company. What started small eventually became a nationally recognized operation. This early success reveals something crucial about Keith. He's always had the instincts of a builder, not just in terms of houses, but in terms of business. That teenage experiment taught him how to take risks, how to pivot when things didn't go right, and how to see opportunity where others saw nothing. Later, he doubled down on that foundation. Keith went on to earn both a bachelor's degree in business administration and an MBA from Texas Tech University. That academic training layered formal discipline on top of his natural creativity. He learned how to run numbers, manage budgets, and approach projects like investments. When you see him on Bargain Block painting giant murals on living room walls or turning reclaimed wood into art pieces, it might look spontaneous. But underneath, there's calculation. Keith knows exactly how to stretch a dollar, how to make the cheapest option look priceless, and how to keep buyers emotionally hooked on design choices that cost less than they imagine. A quick pause. If you want to stay updated on all things HGTV, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video if you're enjoying it so far, and drop a comment to share your thoughts. All right, let's jump back in. This is why his houses feel alive while staying affordable. His entrepreneurial DNA means every nail, every fixture, every brushstroke has a financial logic. He isn't just decorating. He's running a full-scale turnaround business on every block. Secret number 2, Detroit, the laboratory for reinvention. Why Detroit? Out of all the cities in America, why would Keith and his partner, builder Evan Thomas, leave comfortable lives for one of the most challenged housing markets in the country? In 2017, they took a leap of faith. Where others saw decline, abandoned houses, some selling for as little as $1,000, Keith saw opportunity. This became the backbone of Bargain Block. Instead of flipping single homes scattered across the city, they bought entire blocks of distressed properties and transformed them one by one into fully renovated, fully furnished, ready-to-move-in homes. Most flippers stop at drywall and finishes. Keith and Evan went further, furnishing every detail. Beds made, art hung, dishes stocked. They weren't just selling real estate, they were selling a lifestyle and a new beginning. With realtor Shay Hicks Whitfield, a lifelong Detroiter, guiding sales, they created a cycle of buying cheap, renovating boldly, and offering first-time buyers turnkey homes in neighborhoods that suddenly felt hopeful again. This strategy made Bargain Block stand out on HGTV. It wasn't glossy million-dollar estates or suburban remodels. It was gritty, high-risk revitalization at street level. Detroit gave Keith the canvas, and his vision turned ruins into possibilities. That mindset fueled the show's popularity. Secret number 3, the scientist behind the scenes. Keith's creativity is dazzling, but without structure, it could spiral. That's where Evan Thomas, his partner in life and business, steps in. Evan isn't just a builder. He holds a PhD in physics from the University of Colorado Boulder. His scientific training taught him to think in systems, test assumptions, and measure outcomes. On the show, he's seen cutting lumber and framing walls, but behind the scenes, he applies lab-like discipline to every schedule. Together, they founded 9 Design Plus Homes, the Detroit-based firm managing their buying, designing, and selling. Evan's background keeps budgets on track, supply chains steady, and ensures Keith's bold ideas actually make it from sketch to reality. It's no accident their homes finish on time and within razor-thin margins. Evan's precision grounds Keith's flair. That balance, science, and art makes their partnership unstoppable. So while Keith's murals grab headlines, the real secret is Evan's methodical backbone. Without it, The bold designs would collapse under real-world pressures. Secret number 4, expansion, recognition, and risk. Success in Detroit opened new doors. Keith and Evan didn't limit themselves to one block or one show. They competed on HGTV's Rock the Block, testing their designs against top talent and proving they could hold their own. Then came their boldest gamble, Bargain Block, New Orleans. In 2024, HGTV ordered a 5-episode spin-off, challenging them to adapt their model in a new environment with stricter codes, humid climate, higher costs, and unfamiliar contractors. It wasn't just another renovation. It was a test of whether the Detroit playbook could travel. The spin-off showcased their trademark creativity, but also revealed how fragile the model could be outside its home turf. Meanwhile, their influence expanded. Keith and Evan became the first LGBTQ+ couple to headline an HGTV series, a milestone in representation. Their visibility went beyond design. They became role models for authenticity, showing that creativity and identity could thrive on a mainstream stage. Recognition followed. The show drew praise for originality and heart, while fan groups celebrated not just the designs, but the emotional story of rebuilding communities. This secret is ambition. Keith refused to stay small. Even with bigger risks, he took his style to new arenas, proving that affordability and artistry could reach far beyond Detroit. Secret number 5, the candid truth about HGTV and what comes next. For all the creativity, all the inspiration, the story of Keith Bynum isn't just glitter and applause. In June 2025, fans were stunned when Keith spoke out on Instagram, revealing raw frustrations about his experience in television. He admitted he had met some of the worst people during his time making the show, calling out manipulation and dishonesty behind the scenes. The context was devastating. HGTV canceled Bargain Block after 4 seasons. Though unaired episodes from season 4 still rolled out, the future was officially cut short. For viewers, it was confusing. How could such a beloved series end while still airing? But for Keith, the decision seemed less shocking. He had already hinted at tensions during competitions like Rock the Block, where he described producers as liars and manipulators. This was the final secret. Keith Bynum wasn't afraid to tell the truth, even if it risked his career. While many TV stars stay silent, he chose honesty. He let fans see that the dream of television also has cracks, that the price of creative freedom can sometimes conflict with the very system that showcases it. The unanswered question now is, what comes next? Keith and Evan still own 9 Design Plus homes. They still have their Detroit projects. They still inspire a fan base hungry for affordable, imaginative design. Whether it's a digital platform, a new network, or something entirely different, Keith's next move could redefine how renovation storytelling works. Keith Bynum's story is more than TV renovations. It's the journey of a teen who built his first company before he could drive, a designer who saw potential in Detroit's ruins, and a partner who fused science and art to rebuild neighborhoods. It's also a story of ambition, representation, and honesty that exposed the realities of television. Whether you admire or question his choices, Keith has proven that creativity thrives where others see limits, and that speaking the truth takes courage. His HGTV chapter may be ending, but his vision remains bold. The real question is what he'll dare to do next. Which of Keith's secrets surprised you most? And do you think he'll return with something new? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story like this again.